one of the most beautiful things to do in this region is to take the walk from Capernaum to the city of Korazin. I know we don't know much about the city of Korazin because the Bible doesn't share a lot of information, but we do know that Jesus rebuked three cities: Korazin, Bethsaida, and Capernaum. So right now I'm taking the 2-mile walk from Capernaum to Korazin, and I'm going to kind of turn it around to show the city of Korazin. You guys can see it in the back, up here. This is the city of Korazin, a beautiful, beautiful city. And most of the ruins up there, by the way, are dated back to 400 years after Jesus. Behind me you can see the synagogue of Korazin. This synagogue was built up by the Jews a little bit after the time of Jesus, but lately they conducted more archaeological digs in the synagogue, and they went down to a platform which they could date back to Jesus' time. So when Jesus came to the city, according to Luke chapter 8, because he went to all cities and did great things, most likely he stood in this location, but not in this building, but lower than the building that you can see behind me. Today, in a very special way, we have a Jewish family that conducting a Jewish wedding in the synagogue. There is many important finds in Korazin, and for sure the synagogue. But in the synagogue they found a special sit. In Judaism it's called the sit of Moses. This is a very decorated sit with a dedication engraved into the sit, dedicating the sit to a person named Ishmael that remember for good. If you guys remember, in the book of Matthew 23, it says, "Then Jesus spoke to the multitude and his disciple, saying, the scribe and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. Therefore, whatever they tell you to observe, that observe and do, but do not do according to their works." It was quite unique to find this beautiful seat in the synagogue, and suddenly what you read in the Bible comes alive. One of the key elements to sustain Jewish life anywhere, by the way, in the world, is the ritual bath, the mikveh. And in Korazin there is a beautiful mikveh. It's actually quite a big complex. And people came to this place, took off their clothing, and then dipped their body themselves into the living water and came out pure. That's something that people do until this day. The Bible speaks about Korazin only twice in the same context, in Matthew 11 and in Luke chapter 10. Then he began to rebuke the cities in which most of his mighty works had been done, because they did not repent. Who to you, Korazin? Who to you, Bethsaida? For if the mighty works... When you're traveling through the site of Korazin, most of the ruins you see are dated to the 4th century. Behind me, you can see an archaeological dig from the past year, and I was told by the manager of the site that for the first time in a big scale, they found a lot of evidence to a Jewish present over here in the time of Jesus. And I was told that they found a few oil lamps dated back to the Herodian time, which overlapping with Jesus, and some other ceramic which they can easily date to Jesus' time. So I'm kind of excited and cannot wait to see what else they will uncover over here in the site.